The most hated album of the year goes to, drum roll, please, Metro Boomin.
Hold up. I know you are locked into this fire video, but make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and keep up with the podcast. 1111 House, new podcast, drop weekly episodes. Thank you guys for all the love and support. Let's get back into the video.
Why y'all hating on us like that, huh? What's all the hate about? What's all the smoke? Metro Boomin drops futuristic summer, and first things first, I gotta say, I'm extremely proud of Metro. I love this project. I'm more excited that time is going on. That's what took me so long to do this video because I wanted to sit back. I wanted to, I wanted to sit back and I wanted to observe. I wanted to see all the hate, all of you Drake fans hate, all of you people like academics hate. I want all you people who hating on Atlanta because envy of Atlanta, jealous of Atlanta. I wanted to sit back and I wanted to see how long were you gonna hate? I wanted to see how long that the hate was gonna go. I wanted to make sure that I checked the receipts and checked the names and checked the price on it. Because guess what? Metro Boomin just took a huge leap in reviving Atlanta culture. What does that mean? Bringing our swag back. Because Atlanta is like a melting pot, man. Atlanta's literally a melting pot. It's so many people post-COVID that moved down here that's not from here, but they're down here. They got so much to say. There's so many people post-COVID who's here. It's a lot of people that moved in the inner city, but they're not from here. So they're bringing their culture, their swag, their sauce to Atlanta and mixing it. That's why I say we're like the greatest. We're like literally a melting pot. Because at the end of the day, we lost our identity. And I kind of said that if you've been following me for a while, hit that follow button if you're new, hit that subscribe button if you're new, hit that like button if you're new. And if you've been following me for a while, my first episode of my podcast, 1111 House, I said that Atlanta lost its way. We lost ourselves, man. We've been so up for so long that we literally got lost in the sauce. And thank God that we have a legendary producer named Metro Boomin, who's by way of St. Louis. Shout out St. Louis and the Lou for sure. Who's literally helping us bring ourselves back. What does that mean? All of these artists that we have that's mainstream, that went viral and super successful for the last 10 years, 21 Savage, Future, Yachty, Thug, Baby, Migos, Rich the Kid, the list goes on, literally. Lil Key from my side, Key from my city. You see what I'm saying? He from my hood. It's like all of our people that's super successful. Shout out Lotto as well. I can't forget you, Lucci. I mean, the list goes on. If I forgot your name, I didn't forget you. Believe me. All of the people that's super duper dumb successful from Atlanta, right? We all were lost in the sauce. So therefore, I gotta tell you, all you haters, shout out Metro. I love everything you're doing with this project. At first, I was tough on it. I'm not gonna lie, I was tough. For those who was in the live stream, thank y'all for just supporting me and just being in the live, man. We live stream and did a listening party to Futuristic Summer. Incredible stream. But I was tough on it because you gotta do it right. If you're gonna do the real Atlanta, and you gotta do it right. You gotta get Travis Porter. You gotta get Rich Kids. You gotta get Schoolie. You gotta get Dro, T.I., Gucci, Future, Thug, Baby. You gotta go get those guys. And shout out Metro, he did that. Shout out Flocka too. Flocka from my hood, for sure. You know what I'm saying? Flocka from the south side of Atlanta as well. So it's like, I love everything he did with this project. I love the music. I love the sound. It's super nostalgic. It's super Atlanta. It's super cultured. And this was us before y'all knew Future, before y'all knew Thug, before y'all knew all of the people that we can name. This is us. Now, a lot of people saying it's trash. A lot of people saying it's an awful album, terrible album. And that just goes to show you how regional Regions matter. Let's bring regions back. Let's bring regions back. Like Kendrick did a LA sounding project, right? GNX was LA. GNX was LA. You know? GNX was a LA sounding album, and he performed it at the Super Bowl. And a lot of people critiqued it. Oh, the Super Bowl performance was this. Super Bowl performance was that. It's trash. This and that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, let's bring regions back, man. Let's really. Give me a second. Let me fix the camera. And I ain't editing this out either. I want you to see my imperfections. Now, I want you guys to understand. Just because I love this project, I gotta be honest. So my MVP, let's get into the album though. Let's focus. So my MVP goes to drum roll, please. Drum roll, please. Young Dro. Young Dro is the standout artist. Out of very many artists, right? A lot of artists is on this project. I mean, he went to grab Rocco, J Money. Shout out Rocco, man. Rocco is a real Atlanta legend for sure. And he's never forgotten. Now, granted, was he blackballed and was he whiteballed and whitelisted? Yes, he was. But as far as just him being a legend, shout out Rocco. And shout out Metro for being a real one and when to go get Rocco. Because Rocco means a lot to us, and we love Rocco. Just because him and Future split don't mean we don't love Rocco. Rocco, we love you, we adore you, we appreciate you, bro. We value you. Same with Lucci. Quan. Right? We love you guys. Key. Gunna, we love you guys. Don't get it twisted. Now, let's get into that. So, with that being said, my overall first listen, very, very, very first listen, I was tough on this project. For the simple fact that, like I said, it's an Atlanta sounding project, Atlanta based project, so it got to be done right. I love the intro. I want it all. And rumor has it that Metro actually rapped on this project, on this song. First time rapping. I really enjoy. So let's do the standout.
Stop what you're doing. I know you're watching a banger video, but guys, we go live on TikTok 4 days out of 7 days of the week. So make sure you guys follow me on TikTok at Cam1111. You don't want to miss these live streams. We do album reviews, we do reactions, we do fan music, we do sharing music. We just react to everything. Make sure you join. Make sure again you follow at Cam1111 on TikTok. Let's get back into the video.
Songs. Loose Screws, obviously. Loose Screws, Stealing All the Swag, Still Turn, Butterflies, Drip BBQ is making major waves. You got a lot of bangers on this project. I mean, a lot of bangers. And I only skipped one song. I only skipped one song out of 22, 23 songs. So you know what I'm grading it. And all bias is in the full effect. And y'all know I try not to do the bias. And I try to be fully objective when it comes to stuff like this, but because I'm seeing so much hate, so much filth, Joe Budden hating on it, academics hating on it, Drake. I mean, so many Drake fans are going crazy. Like, it's so many streamers, XQC. Like, it's so many people trashing this album, and I gotta just ride for it, my city. So with that being said, I feel like, and I think this project have a lot of bangers. Now, let me tell you my standout. Young Dro is the MVP of this album. He was the best performance. He had the best hook, best flows, best raps, verses, choruses, bridges, etc. Second goes to Quavo. Shout out my boy Quavo Huncho. It's not even, you know what I'm saying? It's not surprising to me. I thought he was gonna be first. But shout out Quavo Huncho. And my third, last but not the least, has to be Waka Flocka Flame out of Southside, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? From my really good performance by all three of these guys. Shout out Flocka for coming out of retirement and really putting that thing down. You know what I'm saying? Putting on for it. Now I will say, I love everybody contributions. I'm tough on Lil Baby and Young Thug. Let me tell you why. Young Thug and Lil Baby aren't from the original era of Black Boy, White Boy swag and the futuristic era. They're not from there. But they are huge names and we love them, so we had to have them. They could have went better. Lil Baby should have went harder for sure. Thug, y'all know I almost strangled him during his hook. Cause I'm like, what? I'm like, what? You supposed to be Thug. You supposed to be Lil Baby. You know what I'm saying? So let's get into the worst performances. Uh, number one worst performer goes to Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane. I don't know what he wasn't locked in. Now, granted, I know y'all gonna say he picked up at the end or towards the middle of the verse. Listen, this is worldwide acclaim right here. You know what I'm saying? You don't have time to play. This is the NBA Finals. This is going on a world renowned album. You gotta be locked in. You gotta be focused. And Gucci was not focused. That's just like we know a classic Gucci verse. That wasn't it. Also, secondly, I gotta go Lil Baby. Lil Baby, I don't I don't know, man. Maybe Lil Baby just not it no more, y'all. I don't know what's going on with Baby, but I do love Baby. Baby, we love you. But we don't know we don't know what's going on with you, bro. Like you, it's this fall off can't be, and I ain't gonna say you fell off, but you definitely on decline for sure. Rapid decline, 100%. And you know, baby, we still love you outside of music. We love you so much that it doesn't matter to us, but to the world, you know what I'm saying? You were one of the pillars. You were one of the guys that was on that future gonna thug wave that world love you guys. And right now it's not looking like that. And who I say, Gucci, Baby, Thug. Those are the worst performers. Now, granted, Thug only got one. He's only on one song here. Baby's on multiple. You know what I'm saying? But as far as just pure skill, Baby struggled, and Thug was also decent. Now, don't get me wrong. This album is growing on me, and it's getting better, better, better by the day. Like I'm loving my favorite songs. Let's get into my favorite songs. I love partying and drinking. I love overly trim. I love loose screws. I love still turn. Like I love them. I love butterflies. Shout out Roscoe Dash. And y'all sleep on Slide. Slide is a bang. I think Slide is gonna be a big hit, or potentially. You know what I'm saying? And that's just what that is. Like that's just what it is. I did want to get into this academics clip where he was talking about how the fans were hating on or Metro or whatever. So without further ado, we're gonna jump right into it real quick. Let me mute up.
So I guess we'll get into it. If you guys don't know, Metro Boomin did drop an album. That's the producer Metro Boomin out of Atlanta. It is called A Futuristic Summer. And it's actually on pace to sell 18,000 first week.
Now let's get into that. Do y'all really is that a flop? Now, granted, I know academics pulled up his sales with Future and his collab project. But if I'm being real, if I'm being unbiased, I have to call it a flop. It is a flop. It is a flop. Just because Metro at least supposed to sell 50,000. At least 50. I gotta be objective. I know. I already told y'all biasness is in effect here. But I gotta be real about is it a flop or not? Unfortunately, by these bloggers and the media and the fanboys expectations, it is a flop.
Now, for me, I won't even really say it's a failure or a win for Metro himself. I personally believe that Metro is a good producer, despite our issues together and whatever. I believe that with Metro, the truth behind the whole matter is that Metro's star power that we saw when he was aligned with Future, sometimes we see him aligned with Savage, it's not when Metro stands by himself.
Yeah, but that's kind of like standing with it's kind of like Captain America. It's kind of like Iron Man, Hulk. Obviously, when they're alone, they're great in their own right. But when you're with the Avengers, when you team up, when you're Future and Metro, when you're Future and Drake, when you team up, bro, of course the light will look bigger. Everything will look bigger for sure. I don't know why a lot of people is saying that and trying to critique that, but y'all gotta stop that hating, bro. Stop that hate. Like, y'all just clearly hating, and I understand. I see the envy. I see the envy.
So Metro's selling 18K first week in basically a compilation album. That's what it comes across like. And by the way, I keep seeing people say mixtape or not. Okay, whatever. Cool, I give him the mixtape pass. However, his last collab tape with
And my last thing before we get out of here though, y'all, make sure that like button if you're still watching your boy. My last overall point, I just wanted to kind of address the academic. And he talking about 18,000 as a flop or not. But Metro, I think Metro ruined this project growth. He ruined the legs on this album with all that tweeting. Like Metro shouldn't have did all that tweeting. He shouldn't have tweeted talking about if you don't get women, it's not for you. If you don't have swag, it's not for you. If you don't have this or that, it's not for you. I think Metro hurt the chances of this album growing to the masses by doing that. Is it a mistake? I think that's a mistake. But do we care? Do we love it? Us? For us, by us? Yes. I love this project. I love everything Metro did with this project. I love the artwork. I love the music. Like I said, I only got one skip out of 22, 23 songs, so I'm overly excited. And I am surprised that he didn't have a lot of Future on here. That was very telling to me. Like no Future, the biggest artist, and you don't go get him. So it's kind of like that was very telling to me. But like I said, Partying and Drinking is a hit. Very different. Overly Trim is different. Like this is a breath of fresh air. This doesn't sound like anything on the market. You won't hear this sound anywhere but the A. So thank you guys for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe if you're new. Y'all let me know y'all thoughts. Is this album trash? Is it good? Are y'all just hating? Is it envy? Y'all let me know because I think it's a lot of envy and a lot of hate going on. And I'm here to defend it at all costs. Period. Like, I don't care. I don't care. But I do feel Metro did make a mistake on growth with how he handled this album and the rollout. I do feel like that was a mistake. But overall, though, good project. I love it. Slide is a banger still. Turn is a banger. Drip BBQ is a banger. I Go is a banger. Make It Make Sense with Rocco, tough. I'm saying it's some tough. A lot of y'all need to just press play. Also, just press play on the album, man. All that reading reviews and hating, and you heard your favorite creator or favorite streamer or favorite blogger say this was trash, so you're saying it's trash. Bro, just press play. See for yourself. And if you're still watching this video, it's a video on my screen right now. And I click the video on my screen right now, and I will break down why Don't Tap the Glass is trash. And that's the worst album of the year. Thank you guys for watching.